We gon' get it. We gon' get it. We gon' get it. We gon' get it. We gon' done get it. I told him once, I told him before. I got the score right. Cave Creek to Kingsbridge. I'm all city, all state.
All winks, I can see you in the gym. I'm that boy, you so slim. Anyway, we gon' win. Let's get it in.
I'm not him. I'm quick to flip the whole script.
All right. We are here. Let's be square. Dr. Johnson, Perio, MFC. Yes.
Good
I had to
morning.
bail her out, everybody. I had to bail her out. You know, she was I don't know if you want to talk about the charges you got MFC, but yeah. Woo! How was Rikers Island, MFC?
No
Yes.
comment.
No comments. I gotta take these damn things off. I have to see my notes. I got some notes today. Yes, I got some notes today. We got to get busy. Yes. So
Happy
I must-
Tuesday. Happy Tuesday.
Tuesday. I thought it was a Friday. No. Yes, Tuesday. Still beginning of the week. Did you watch the rest of that drama?
I'm working on it.
Oh, brother. Ugh, working on
Isn't it?
How
That's
are
an
you working
intense.
on it?
That's an intense thing.
Huh? Why is everybody saying that? That's,
Yeah.
I don't want to watch it. It's too freaky. Like, come on, man. That's why us black folk in the position we in right now. People are scared to see the truth.
Yeah.
Don't you think so?
Yeah. But it's just such a sick story. It's such a shame. It's things could happen and things look so normal and all kinds of craziness could be happening and it's something. It's really hard for people to swallow. And it's
Big. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, but sometimes the truth is, that's like a lot of people
Yeah.
saying, "Oh, I don't want to talk about race, racism, thinking it's gonna disappear by you not talking about
No, that's true.
it." Yeah, you
That's
got to deal with the problem head on.
Yeah.
And this is something talking about the Dahmer situation. This is something that happened 30, years ago, and we're still dealing with that.
Yeah.
The racism part, wouldn't you say?
Yes.
Yeah. Shit. Just a couple of years ago, I was standing kicked out of my home for arguing with a white man. They didn't check my ID, check his ID, nothing.
Yeah.
And the only
It
reason
was
I
your
left
house.
because
And it was in
I
your
was dirty. Exactly. In my goddamn house.
Yeah.
Okay? With my goddamn son. But I'm arguing with a white man. They pulled me out the house and listened to his ass.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That
And the
didn't
only
even live
reason
there.
I'm here right now because MFC, the white woman right here, saved my black ass. Okay, you put me back to reality. Okay, I was coming in there to do the Wild Wild West. You told me,
Take
yeah,
care of your son.
you
Take
would
care of your
never,
son.
you
Get
would
your
never,
son out
yeah,
of
you
there.
would never respect me ever again. Don't call you if I'm in jail. You ain't gonna help me with the bail. Okay, MFC said she will turn her goddamn back on me. That put me back into reality. That's why, yeah, for life, yo. 'Cause let me tell you something. But you know the crazy part, looking back at that MFC,
Yeah.
I would have probably went to jail maybe for murder, and
Yeah.
here it
And your son would
is.
and
My
then your son would have been put in the system.
yes. Well, I got good family, but that's not the point. The mental part. Remember, his mom's just passed away.
I know.
Not even a week. Okay, and
Yeah.
then here it is. I get caught up in the situation.
Yeah.
But back to the Dama situation, how that ties in is when he had that little boy. Okay, when he had that boy, I can't. I'm gonna get everybody knows the name, right? When he had that little boy,
Yeah.
he
14
was
years
able
old.
to
Yeah.
go back into that apartment with him with the police. There was a dead body on the bed. Remember, he had the dead body still on the bed that he killed a couple of days prior. And they had to smell something. There was three cops. If one didn't smell it, the other one had to at least smell it. Okay. My first job was in the damn cemetery. Okay. Them dead bodies don't smell nothing like something else. So, even if they
Right.
never been around dead bodies, you still got, you talking about a smell that everybody's talking about. The lady
Right.
that they're claiming lived next door. Once you watch the Dahmer show, she didn't live next door. She lived in the next building. So for her to
Right.
smell it, and the little research that I did, there was this one guy who one of his relatives got killed from Dahmer, right? And he was saying how he went to a party, he brought his kids over. He said he went into the building. As soon as he opened the door, he smelled the smell, and it smelled like something real bad, right? So he said
Right.
when he went into the apartment, they having kids party. So he goes to use the bathroom. He said once he did that and he smelled the fumes coming out, he said that's when he took his kids and left. He was like, nah, this ain't good for us, So if he was, and
Right.
this is a couple of months before Dahmer was actually caught, right? But there's
Right.
something I want to bring up, right? Now Dahmer caught that case like what, in '89, because he gets out on 1990, right? Now that
Right.
911 call with that little boy, that was May 2nd of 1991. See, and they don't show this in the actual documentary that you're gonna see, right? There's a
Right.
whole bunch of things like why they just like when it starts out, okay, his last victim, they're saying that he met him in the club. He didn't meet him in the club, a
Right.
gay club at that. The guy wasn't gay.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? He wasn't
Right.
gay.
He's
He
saying
basically just
they
wanted.
met him in a mall.
Yeah, no, they was
He
out
met him at the
drinking. He's
mall.
drinking with two of his other friends. He's with a white guy
Right.
and a black guy and him.
Right.
What's his name? Oh, I didn't even my notes. I got my notes on skittish guy. But okay, Tracy Edwards. Okay,
Right. Tracy
now
Edwards.
that's a big thing, wouldn't you say?
Yes.
You're doing a
Yeah.
documentary on me, right? And this is what the LGBT community needs to understand because they got a big uproar with it now. But
Of course.
how they say hold your own nuts, meaning you want to be it until it looks ugly. That don't make no
Right.
sense. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
This is don't put your garbage over here. That's your garbage because they went on Netflix
Yeah.
and they don't want the LBT emblem on there. You know what I mean? LGBTQ.
Yeah.
Okay, you
Yeah.
have to hold your own weight. All right, yeah, that's it. That's your destruction. Yes, it looks ugly, but you know what? Ugly comes in all forms and formats,
Yeah.
and that just goes to show you. Okay, yeah,
And then again, it goes back to the prejudice part because if that happened to be a black person committing these
yep,
crimes, it would not have went as far as it did, and it's just horrible. They would have caught him with the first car with the bags of the body parts in the car.
yes.
They would have
That's
caught him
another
then, and
thing.
all these other people would have still been alive.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, all them people.
Look at
Yep,
that.
you're so right about. I'm glad you brought that up, MFC, because he talks about how okay they pulled him over and they put the flashlight. So obviously it was nighttime. It wasn't daytime, right? He has
Right.
a drinking problem, a high drinking problem coming from him. This is words from his mouth, right? So nine times
Right.
out of ten, when that cop pulled him over, he was either drunk or having a hangover to where he wasn't, you know what I mean, fully able to
Right.
drive like that. Okay. But the cop
Right.
let him go, which I've seen a lot of times with, my people. They just take your butt home. Don't be hanging out too long. You don't look too good. The cop
Right.
didn't even check. He had numerous bags. The cop didn't
Yeah.
even check it. This is 78. There was a lot of weed moving around at that time, right?
Yeah.
Hmm. Not to
Yeah.
mention you're cutting up a body. Okay, after he did whatever he did with it. So now after 24 hours, that body starts stinking.
Yeah.
Okay, you mean to tell me, were you just looking for weed, officer? And then on top of that, that blood, that cop has that state trooper, whoever has blood on their hands. You know why?
Yeah.
Because all of these other deaths you could have prevented.
Yes.
You could have
That's true.
prevented all of those deaths had you done your job. Just
Yes.
like when that
That's
boy
true.
came out with a hole in his head with the acid, couldn't even talk and everything.
Yeah.
Okay, that right there could have been prevented.
Yeah.
Not to mention, everybody keeps saying that he only has these victims, right? MFC, he only has
Right.
17 victims. So you mean to tell me whatever Dama says is all golden? Like you really think they're gonna tell
No.
you the truth? Wow. Now, I
I
got
feel
people
that there's
arguing with me.
I
What
feel
do you
there's a
feel?
lot more bodies that they haven't found.
Good morning, good morning, Freeze.
Good morning. Salute.
What up? What up? What's going on?
Oh, we talking about that
Jeffrey
piece of
Dahmer.
crap Dama. You
Oh,
know,
okay. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
We trying to do a GoFundMe for Christopher Scarver. The guy that took him out. Even though I heard it was a hit. You know what I mean? Put out by the Vice Lords. Shout out to the Vice Lords. But yeah, we basically talking about Dahmer and the destruction, and how it ties into the racism that goes on even to this day, 2022.
Uh,
Okay,
right.
yeah. But
Okay.
did you see the Dahmer thing yet? Did you see it?
I seen some of it. I ain't seen it all. Yeah, I gotta wait till the weekend.
Yeah.
You gotta wait till the weekend. MFC said she gotta take it slow
Yeah.
with that.
Yeah, I
It's
gotta take it
bothering
slow
some
with that.
people.
It's too emotional. It's a lot of,
How's
Mm.
your daughter doing with it?
She doing all right.
MFC? You said your daughter wasn't.
nah. She's my daughter. Forget it. She has her little friend, her little posse group. You know,
Hmm.
from all walks of life, and they conversate with each other. You know, as they're
Hmm.
going through the different series. You know, the different episodes and stuff like that. And it's, you know, it's she has to step back from it. You know, so they, you
Hmm.
know, so it's a hard thing to swallow, and then to look at it, and then to, you know, and then just think about these poor families that have to still live with what happened to their family member, you know.
Hmm.
So it's just like with anything, as far as you see the touching, like look at that, see, look at all that blood. So you know,
Let me
it's
ask you a question. Wouldn't that smell, MFC? That was
not
kick, right?
really, because not really with the blood, okay? Because what happens with the blood is, you know, of course, if you got to wash it down so you don't start attracting flies and stuff. But remember, he had that big bin thing in his room that had chemicals in it, right? And that was, you know, and that was but the body parts were put in there so to contain the smell. But the
Yeah.
stuff that he used had a bad smell, and
Mm.
that's the part that, you know, for anybody, you know, anything that doesn't smell right, they, from what I understand, these the people that lived in these complexes were complaining for a while.
MFC. There was a body
Yes.
right there. There was a body. He
Yes.
was taking a shower with the damn body still in it because he was trying to.
Yeah.
Man, you mean
Yeah.
that was smelling? That was smelling.
Yeah.
No way around it. That was smelling. That was smelling.
Well, it
Okay.
doesn't start smelling till almost like uh, a good
Depends the
15
weather.
hours or so. And it
Depends the
depends on the
weather.
weather too. If
Depends
it's,
the
you know,
weather.
of course,
Yeah.
if it's hot, then, you
The
know,
more humidity and the more, you know what I mean? Depends the weather.
right.
Like
That's why.
out here in the desert, something like that, your body's gonna decompose a little bit different
That's
versus up
true.
in New York, for example,
That's
because of the
true. And that's
moisture.
why people that have those type of intentions use air conditioners and things like
Mm.
that to keep things cold. Put in the freezer, because that puts that stops the clock, as they say, with the
Yeah, the
smell and
freezer,
stuff.
definitely.
Yeah. So it's, you know, but you know, the fact that the like I said,
Mm-mm-mm.
what these poor victims had to go through, number one, and then number two, okay, the, like I said again, the survivors, the family members, you know,
Mhm.
that have to go through this, and they'll have to live the rest of their life, you know, just how bad their loved ones went, you know.
Right.
And if you look at this person, you know, he looks, and that's what I was told, that he had that talk, that he could talk himself out of that they say you talk yourself out of a paper bag, you know. And again, it was white
No,
privilege.
he didn't. Let's not give him that. No,
Yeah.
let's not give him that credit. Everybody's doing that. They're giving him that credit when. Listen, if he was so smart, MFC, you don't have nobody not tied up. You go to get some damn beer. They get out the house after you done been to jail for something similar like that.
Yeah.
We giving them too much credit. Okay, too much credit. You could have put them damn body parts in the damn trunk. You driving around in the
Yeah.
back seat. You know why? Because you got that
Yeah.
complexion for the protection. Let's
Yeah.
stop giving him credit. Everybody, I see everybody. Oh, he's a mastermind. He's a like. Come on, you don't got shit like this. Come on, you could go use his damn bathroom, okay, and he'd be busted. Right or wrong?
Right.
Okay, that's not a
Right.
mastermind. That's a bumbling criminal.
That didn't
He
get
got
caught
he
until
got off. No, he
the
got
last
off because his
victim
wife.
got away. Yep.
Okay, let me point this out one more time. Let's say my black butt, okay, got some boy up there, white boy. I put a hole in his head. He comes out the house butt naked. I'm coming back with beer on me. And the kid, remember, he said he came back from the liquor store.
Yep.
and the cops gonna still, and then they gonna walk me upstairs, and my house is
Yeah.
smelling like whole high hell, and they gonna leave that white. Come, man, I
Yep.
digress. What you got to that, Freeze?
Why do you guys have to bring his race in there? That guy was just a mastermind at what he did. He was evil. He was the master of evil. That's
Yeah.
what he was, the master of evil.
Yeah.
Now,
Nah,
how
nah,
race?
man, nah, seriously, nah, real talk. Yeah, that man should have been took out a long time ago. And like we
Yeah.
discussed yesterday, that yeah, there's no way he went 10 years without killing nobody. He got a lot of bodies on his hands.
Yep.
A lot more than what we think.
Yep.
Because once a person killed once like that, he gets a taste for it, an appetite for it. And this guy
Exactly.
literally got an appetite for it.
Yeah.
If you're not going to just kill one or two people in that fashion and stop. Now you're gonna keep doing it over and over
Right.
until you
Right.
eventually get caught.
Right.
Because it turns into a fetish or whatever.
Exactly.
Mhm.
That's true.
But let me also tell you one thing. He was killed November 1994, right, by Christopher Scarver. But do you know in August of 1994, so it was that August, he was stabbed with a knife in the chapel. So somebody tried to kill him before he was actually killed. I mean, Jeffrey Dahmer, right? Hmm. Okay. And the reason I'm bringing that because there's a lot of talk about MK Ultra. I'm not sure if you guys heard about that. Mind controlling.
Yeah.
They're saying that his father was somewhat down with that. Not to mention, allegedly, on a lot of shows and people. I want you to go back to Donahue and all that. It's all online because if I've seen it, I know you can see it. Where
Now,
one of Dahmer's ex-boyfriends is two of them that are saying that he told them his first sexual encounter was from his father, meaning his father was molesting him.
see now,
Mhm.
if he was involved in the MK Ultra program, then that changes everything. So I wouldn't even be putting that out there. Yeah.
It's out there. It's out there. The same way I got it, it's out there.
Right.
But these are just things. The same way we could talk about how we assume he might have other victims. Why? Because the compensity of the crimes he was doing. Remember, he wasn't just. And this is the thing that people not. The reason I keep harping on race. This is totally race. Why? He was in the army, okay, raping soldiers. He was sent out with an honorable discharge. You mean to tell me your black ass to do that, Big Freeze?
Right. Yeah, I feel you.
Come on now. You forget what I am. You forget I got a white uncle that walked into a hospital with the gun up in the air, was not even charged with the damn gun. It was a legal firearm in New York. Yeah. Okay, I could talk that. I lived it. It's my life. It looks ugly, but you know what? It's the truth, though. Just like people are sidestepping, and the sad part is black people, too. Do you know, Freeze? I done had 3 people in the past week I argue with that they feel so compassionate about the way Jeffrey Dahmer was killed. The way
That's
he was
crazy.
killed.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
he could kill people in that fashion, and then people have sympathy for him. Come on.
Yes.
Come on.
Yes. And look at this guy. This guy, he destroyed his life.
Yeah.
Destroyed his life.
Yeah.
Okay. That guy, I thought he was still in prison, but MFC, where's he at?
Yeah, he's out. He's been out, and they don't know where he's at. You know, he's keeping wherever he's gone. You know,
Well, he was a
they don't know
drifter,
where he's
last
at,
I
but he's
heard.
out. Yeah,
He's on the streets. Yeah, he was on the streets
yeah,
because he caught a murder. They said he threw a homeless. He was homeless. That he said he was stopping somebody from jumping off the bridge, and the guy jumped off. So they basically charged him with the murder. So 9
right.
times out of 10, he didn't have money because remember he was all messed up because of this
Yeah, he
Dahmer
was
thing.
homeless.
Never got therapy. Okay, and
Right.
he's tied in. That's like me being tied into a homo community, and I'm not a homosexual. So that alone
Yeah,
could mess with you. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like, oh, why did you go with this
yeah.
guy? Oh, you was trying to do some tricks. You know what I mean? So I'm
And see,
quite
that's
sure he got negative banter after that case. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Nobody to talk to. And coming from a man, you know what I mean? It's therapy. You know, people don't even want to go to marriage therapy. So imagine just going to
yeah.
regular therapy. You know, I'll deal with it on my own.
And that's
I'll just medicate myself.
and the sad thing, the medical field once they saw how he, he explained, and it was, telecast all over the place, how he had to
Mhm.
stay calm and wait for his moment to get out. Okay.
Mhm.
He automatically, once they questioned and they saw everything, they should have definitely had him in therapy, because for
Hmm.
him to, for someone to lay on your chest and listen to your heart, and the person tell you what they're going to eat your heart and tear it out and spit
Yeah,
it out or whatever, you
yeah.
know, and he was young, but it doesn't matter what the age is also, but at the same time, it's like, this guy he's dangerous, and I know he regrets the part that, just for $50 to have some pictures taken and stuff like that, if he could have done it, relived that moment, he definitely would have stayed far away. But
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
things happen for a reason, and it was, unfortunately, it was meant for him to be at the time and place, and he able to escape and bring them back, and then, and that stopped the carnage after that. But this
But
poor
listen to
guy,
this, MFC, because this
he was,
also I
yeah,
saw on the Donahue show where Tracy Edwards' lawyer was trying to tell him they was shutting him up because
yeah,
basically when he left Dahmer's, this is not in the documentary, they lied about another lie. When he left Dahmer's apartment with that handcuff on one hand, he ran into the cops. They was basically telling him, go upstairs and get it off yourself. So he originally went back up there alone.
yep,
Okay.
yes,
Then Dahmer tried to get him back into the house, and he said, "Nah." He left. That's when he ran into
yep,
the cops. They came back upstairs with him. That second
yes,
time. That needs to be
yes,
pointed out once
yeah,
again. Okay. Once
yeah,
again, let's not denote that. Okay. So
yeah,
here it is. That right there, what I mean, should show society like in this.
yeah,
This could be a case in 2022. So
yeah,
you mean to tell me in 30 years things done not change? Because I just
yeah,
told you this was what a couple of years ago that situation happened in my house. I'm
yeah,
arguing with a white motherfucker telling me get the fuck up out my house. The police come, okay, and they talk to his ass, kick me out. And the only reason I didn't cause a stuffer because I had firearms on me and I'm already in this situation. But anyway, bottom line, people know what the hell I'm talking about.
yeah.
Yeah, I know I digress.
But the sad part about it is that, those cops, they were taken, they were fired or whatever, but then they were reinstated,
Yeah, yeah,
because they
and
did
throwing a
not
part and
follow
throwing a
protocol.
party and throwing a
and,
party. Yeah.
and that still happens today.
No, that's
All
what
they
I'm
do is
telling. That's what I'm
move to
telling
another
people.
county.
Yep, exactly. They'll take them, go to a different police organization.
Yeah,
As they say, the blue wall. We seen what happened with George Floyd. Come on now, come on now.
yeah,
Okay, Eric Garner. These are people killed on camera, and then
yeah,
people are still questioning. Do you know how? You know what I mean? And then we get goofballs running around talking about he died of fentanyl. Do you know
Right.
that? There's people that actually run around saying that MFC. They think
yeah. I
that
heard
George
that.
Floyd actually died of fentanyl. Like, wow, But
Because
that's
look,
that's how it goes. Go ahead, Freeze.
they say he died of fentanyl, right?
Hmm.
Even if he did have fentanyl, he wasn't having no effects of it at the time until that
Right.
officer put his foot on knee on his neck.
Yes.
Yeah, but let Candace Owens tell it, and see, we allow stuff like that. Okay, and that's why I want to go into this real quick. We're gonna bounce back and forth into this Dama shit and this Kanye West stuff, right? Because you see
Mm.
this White Lives Matter they have on. Okay, and we sitting here
Hold
with a
on.
white woman on our panel who has kids with a black man who's had to deal with racism, okay, from all angles, and we all know that's a backhand smack, okay. That's like me going to your birthday party, Big Freeze, and saying, "What about my birthday?" That's not disrespectful.
Right, right. I hear you.
And when you say Black Lives Matter, whether a person, because we know what it was set up for, but when you say Black Lives Matter, that's a black thing. Okay, so by you saying white lives matter, that's disrespectful. That's like saying fuck your cause. Come on now, people. And then the sad part, this is so sad. A person like that, we gonna go support. He come out some damn shoes, we gonna buy him. We gonna say, oh, he's crazy. Yeah. Then we got
Hey,
people like Drake that gotta shout him out. Go ahead.
I ain't bought no Yeezys yet, and I ain't about to start buying none.
Oh man,
I tell you that
man.
much. I ain't gonna buy no Kanye CDs. I ain't gonna buy none of that.
Nah, he's a done deal over here. Done deal. You gotta publicly come out and apologize and explain. Oh yeah. Same with DJ Flat. We ever run across him? Yeah, I'll do an interview, but you know what? On that interview, you interviewing my son or anything I'm working with, we gonna definitely put it out there about Farrakhan. And I'm not Muslim, none of that. But you know what? You cannot deny Farrakhan has put it down for the black community. Okay, the past 30, 40 years and then some. Okay. So,
Right.
by disrespecting them, but let me disrespect the rabbi on your show and see what you do. You're gonna hold cold. That's the part I don't understand. And then on top of it, you're the biggest platform, Vlad. And like I said, we bouncing around today, but it's all going into one thing. And it's sad we got to talk about race with it. But let's go back to this Kanye West thing, right? Now, how impactful that is. Because how do you feel about that, MFC?
Well, I know for Kanye West as an icon, the way that as large as he is, people, a lot of people of all different ages and stuff, they look up. They look up to what he does, and because he's gone from nothing to what he is now. He's one of the top, richest persons out there, So if he says it's green and people say, okay, it's green, and so the thing is that it's especially it's a knock against black people, and it's like, wait, whoa,
Now you was rock, not to interrupt you, but you was rocking with the Black Panthers was out, right? We don't know your history and everything. Now,
Yes.
how would it be in that time if somebody was to come out and say White Panther?
Nah, that wouldn't have went well. Nope. But back then, the energy is different than it is now. Back then, you didn't play around like that. No,
Break
you
it
didn't play
down, break
around
it
like that.
down. Let the
No,
people
it's
know.
true.
Break it
It's
down. Let them
true.
know.
Yeah, the
Let
Black
them know. No,
Panthers,
because they need to know. They need to hear this shit. They need to
yeah.
know that. How, and the
Well,
sad part, MFC, the energy. How could the energy be? And when now we got all this technology now. Remember you
I
told me
know.
they used to when it was time to pull up, it was calls. Y'all called each other on the phone. Hey, we come out with the
Yes,
right
it's called
now. We got it where
the
we can put a
battle
text.
cry. Yeah, it's
What they
called the
called
battle
it?
cry. A
The
battle
battle
cry.
cry. Yeah.
Yep.
Yo, you gotta hear
Okay.
these stories, Freeze. Oh yeah, MFC was jumping. What you told me? You was jumping out with the noon chuckers.
Yeah, that was yeah.
Oh snap!
Yeah, they
Yo,
wouldn't
was
give
running
it
through the
back.
Bronx with the. So you hit somebody with the noon chuckers before, MFC?
Well, I'm not saying anything. I've
Oh yeah,
been
you got the open
advised to
cases.
take the
You
fifth,
can't. Okay.
but but back then the battle, that's what they called the battle cry.
No.
Especially if one project was having a problem and that another project claimed they were going to come into the neighborhood or whatever the case is, everybody would get battle cry, the call. They didn't have beepers and cell phones back then in the 60s. So it was all about the phone call. You get a phone call on that landline to get,
Now
all
what
right,
happened if you didn't show up?
you showed up. There's no not showing up, In
So you
my
showed up.
case, I showed up for a bit until as a matter of fact, the incident with the nunchucks. And then I realized, like, whoa, you know what? I got a daughter at home, and I'm like, my mom just thinks I'm going around the corner to check something out with a friend or something. And she doesn't know what I'm going out there to do, And so I was like, and I had just got those nunchucks like not even a week, and I'm pleading with the officer if he could, I need it for my training. He wasn't taking that. He said you could
Oh, so
go,
you got caught. You got caught with the nunchucks?
of course, but they wasn't in my
Man.
hand. Remember, if they're not in your hand, then if it's on the ground, it could be anybody's.
Okay.
You
Oh, so
know,
it's one of those.
that kind
So
of thing. One of those.
you drop the blicky, as they say. That's what they say now.
Yeah, no, I just saw them on the
You see
phone. I thought
you
they
see
was
the
something
police.
nice to
You
take
see the
home.
police coming, so you drop the blicky.
Nah,
Yeah.
yeah, they
See,
came in
the
force,
nonsense don't
but
stop. But see, I'm glad you got the
but it was
smarts to
different. It was different.
take care
It
of
was different
business.
back then. Back then, it wasn't with the guns and stuff. It was more like battle. It was battles,
Oh yeah.
and fights and stuff like that, or whatever the case was. And and it was different, and then the people that were in charge, they would then have private meetings, and then
Mhm.
things would get squashed down and go back to whatever, until something else goes on with another project or something, and they need your help, so and so, but then at my thing, by me being young and a mother already, and I
Yeah.
thought that thing, I said, wow, if things went the wrong way, and I was, if things didn't go the way they did, how was I going to explain to my moms that I'm on Rikers Island and I need to get bailed out? That wouldn't have been so good. So I realized, being a parent, I need to kind of slow down the antics.
You gotta
And
get
so
together.
I didn't take the calls anymore. After that, I just blamed my mom. My mom's gonna put me on punishment,
Yeah.
and I played it. I played it that way,
No,
blame it on
which
the
is
moms.
smart. Which is smart. It's a time when you gotta, take that next step, as they say,
Yeah,
and
because
that's
it
what it's
basically
about.
wasn't my battle, in the sense that it wasn't like I had a beef at school or something else like that. But that's the way neighborhoods were. You get that battle cry, you come out. It don't matter if it's 10 o'clock at night. You got to go and do whatever you got to do. And
So
it
you
wasn't
feel
guys on girls. Girls would fight the girls. The guys would fight the guys. So it
okay.
was never a crossover like that. There,
Mm,
there was respect, even though it was street. It was respect. This was back in the
yeah.
'60s, or late '60s,
You
early
didn't hit a
'70s.
girl. You didn't hit a girl. Yeah.
No, no,
That's another
no,
thing. Yeah, you don't hit a girl.
no.
I'm so glad you brought that up, because you know what? This sucker right here. But anyway, we're gonna talk about that another time. I sent
Yes,
you the video.
yes. I just seen a video last night right there in New York. I don't know if y'all seen it. This girl, not to change subject, I'm gonna be real brief. This girl, she was pregnant, and it looked like they was in Times Square or something like that. I don't know. And she was like, that's why she was effing another man, right? And the dude was like, word to mother. And then she was like, yeah, that's why it's another man. And then the dude punched her right in the stomach.
And she's pregnant.
She was like 8, 9 months pregnant.
Oh
Wow.
no.
Yeah.
Now see that ain't, yeah. And I get it. I deal with a lot of anger with people, and this is one thing you got to deal with. We're
Yeah.
gonna touch on real shortly. Of course, you always hear me say give it 24 hours, but sometimes in things like that,
Yeah.
being the man, people talking all that man shit, you got to take the higher road. And this I was
Yeah.
just having this discussion with my son and his friends, and they try to run. Oh, this ain't the '90s no more. And if you call yourself a real man, a real boss, you're gonna take a
Yeah.
smack. You're gonna take a girl talking that shit to you that you might not, be ready to digest. And what your thing is, get up out of there, get out that
Yeah. Walk away.
situation. That to me, that's gonna hurt a person. And you a female, let us know, MXC, if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Hitting a woman, it'll hurt right then and there, but bouncing and showing that woman that's like how they say kill them with your kindness. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? You go and get that
Yeah.
next chick, and then you shine with that. And next thing you know, she gonna see
Exactly.
what she lost, right?
Yeah,
That
Exactly.
hurts you more.
Yep.
because the end result, as soon as he punched her, some other dudes came and ran and jumped him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's how we
Yeah.
did it. That's how we do it.
Oh
That's why
yeah.
we talking that shit in New York. Y'all hitting girls, you
Yeah.
crazy. That was the time for
Yeah.
us to pound. And MFC could tell us, yeah, it's like smoking crack around my way. You couldn't do that. We beat the crap out of you.
Yeah,
I don't know.
we gonna have that conversation on another show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
About
Definitely we gonna
fight.
go there. But as far as getting back to this White Lives Matter, being a white woman,
Yeah.
so you think that's wrong, MFC?
For him to do that, yes, and because, like I said, he's a known icon, and people listen. They listen to what he does, how he does his church. He does a lot of positive stuff.
Yep.
And so for him to come out and do something to the left like that, it's I'm pretty sure over the next few days it's going to be a lot of flack back and forth
Oh, it's
about
been
this.
already. It's been already.
And
Shit, Drake
it's
done got at
it's
him.
because he's, like I said again, people look at, he's he has he has taken a lot. And like I said again, he came from the streets, and now he's built himself up, and he's done it. He's a really good business person, and he does all this stuff. It's not like people are just donating money to him. He's done and made this money himself. So again, like I said, he's an icon. And just like professional athletes and stuff like that, you have to do things at a higher level because your people look up and they want to follow. They use you as this is what I want to be when I grow up, or I like how he takes care of the neighborhood or takes care of the family or the different causes that people have, because he does do a lot. He does do a lot of stuff that's positive. The only thing is I think if he did it under advice from somebody, I think he should have listened to a few more people before he decided to go that way. But let's see,
He done sold his soul. He done sold out and sold his soul for the money. He's one of them people that got so much money, now he's not black. I'm not black, I'm Kanye.
Yeah.
That type of deal. That type of deal. Because he's went far away from the path he was on when he first started in the game.
Yeah.
Far away from that path.
Yeah.
And so now, this, first of all, this is a touchy subject anyway.
Yeah, right.
And so now he's gonna be the reason behind a lot of white folks getting fucked up. Yeah, because some white people, some black people ain't gonna take that offensive, and some of us gonna wind up, using that anger in a whole nother direction.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sound far-fetched, maybe, but I definitely see it. I definitely can see it happening. Start seeing these big marches with the White Lives Matter shirts on. Something supporting the Republican Party more than likely.
Yeah, but that's gonna be the attire. Oh yeah, but that's that. Y'all don't see the smack in the face of it?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
That's why I say he sold his soul.
That's like you start a company called Up Control, and I start some shit called Down Control, and I'm trying to dampen out your fire. That's basically what it is.
Yeah.
And then on top of it, and see, that's why I don't play that with the race thing. You get these, and it's not all white people, but you get these white people that them white talking points, and they think that because you got well Obama did this, Obama didn't do anything, and he's black, or you get a Kanye West, he says says everything's all cool, and I never had a problem with Trump per se as a lot of people, because I think people should have voted for Trump over Biden, but my thing is, you don't be jumping like you some fucking Sambo, and this is what Kanye did when he got up with Trump. You remember? Oh, can I hug you? You like my father. Whoa.
Right.
That right there. And see, people, that went over people's heads. Okay? But you gotta hear, okay, when white people get amongst themselves, how they get to talking.
Yeah.
Okay? We always that Sambo motherfucker. We always just go for entertainment. No.
Yeah.
We just as good as your ass and then some.
That go back to the
I
old
deal with equality all around the board. Oh yeah.
That go back to that old saying, like when you say Kanye was giving him a hug, talking about you like my dad or whatever.
Yeah.
Go back to that when master's sick, the slave be like, we sick, master? Is we sick? That same situation.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And then once people start talking that money shit, I can't talk to nobody. They ain't got no money like me, or that's when that's kind of like when them suck ass 050 dudes talking about there's no but suckers in Phoenix. Whoa, you got a whole man. My phone blew up. MFC. Oh yeah, China Bram, Harlem Legend. If y'all listening to this, come down to get this smoke. Matter of fact, we'll come wherever you at. Oh yeah, I got some airfares. Yeah, because you know what? By saying that stuff, I could tell automatically when somebody talk like that automatically, y'all. I could tell they ain't been around because that'll never come out my mouth. Because I don't give a fuck where you at. Australia got some hard ass people. Shit, you can go to Jamaica. They got some crazy people. Wherever, don't ever people that talk like that. You ain't leave your block. You ain't really been around. Yeah,
because everybody knows.
Yeah.
And New York still wear them gators better than Detroit. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
That's right. I'm coming to Detroit to talk that shit. I'm gonna rock my gators and show y'all how we put it down in New York. Yeah. That's right. I'm one of them.
But Detroit does dress nice. You can't.
Don't do it, MFC. Don't do that. Don't do that. They be trying to.
New York got that stuff, but
listen. The girls in Detroit, they don't go to the store without doing their motherfucking hair. Yes, But I'm talking about on the swag thing, like I try to explain to Big Freeze and my peoples down there. Shout out to YBI, okay? But they don't put it down like us, okay? We'll rock the Gators with some Dodger jeans with a motherfucking fur coat. Ah! Oh, don't even do
What
it.
you think they
Don't
doing
even.
in
That's
Detroit?
from
Detroit, I'm
that's
telling
from
you,
New York.
Detroit, they
All
style.
right.
Detroit
It's the
has
way we
always
do it.
had the
One
style.
Let's
pants up.
party.
Okay. Hey, Big Freeze, where that one pants up thing came from?
LL Cool J. Okay. Hey,
Where's
look,
that?
look, look.
Queens. Shout out to Queens.
Hey, look.
Yeah.
You can't forget Detroit known for the Cartier glasses too. Detroit is the one that in
Well,
style.
New York's known for the fucking Cazelles. What? What? Yeah,
That's
yeah. We
true.
gotta bring the
That's
Cazelles
true.
back. Ah, come on, man. Don't even do it to me, man. You forget
That's
I'll be
true.
out the country talking that shit.
Look,
But
That's right.
Detroit definitely
BX.
has style. They
hey,
got their
I hold
swag.
the BX
They do
down.
have
No,
their
no, no.
swag.
Detroit
hey,
down.
look,
Yeah, hey, don't sleep. Detroit and Chicago, as far
Yep.
as competition wise. Oh yeah, oh, yeah. I
Yes,
talk
they
that
got
shit when I'm
their.
down there.
let
Yeah,
me
but
Yep.
Chicago done fell off, man. That gang culture, they done fell off as far as the swag, man.
hey Josh,
Anyway,
hold on.
I love a battle. We could get it on. Still sharp and steel. Okay. Yeah. What's
Just
good,
like
Freeze?
I was talking to MFC yesterday, and
Yeah.
I was telling her the top 10 most dangerous cities in the country, right?
Yes.
Most of the cities that are the most dangerous are cities that are
What's the
uh
top three? What's the top three off here?
is Detroit, Memphis, and Birmingham, Alabama.
Yep.
Birmingham?
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. And I'm
Wow.
gonna tell you about this. A guy told me this some years ago, right? He said he think Birmingham is more dangerous than Detroit because Birmingham is really small and Detroit is a big city.
Right.
Right.
Like, first of all, you got all the poverty going on in Alabama. That's one of the poorest states in the whole country.
Yeah.
Secondly, you got a heavy gang culture out there. Third, it's so small you're gonna run into your enemy anywhere, any and
Yeah.
everywhere.
Because it's not that many
Sure.
roads. It's not like you could zip zap. The back roads. Everybody. It's like what,
Well,
5
you're going
roads
to
or
the
something
damn
like that.
same store, same
Yeah,
club, Yeah.
Exactly.
So that's what it
shout out
is.
Quigley. Hey, then you got who else is up there? Is Little Rock, Arkansas.
Mhm.
What else was it? Like I tell people all the time,
Arkansas? I
yeah,
remember seeing the
Yeah.
gang thing years ago. Remember
yeah,
years ago they did some
back,
gang thing on there?
back in Little Rock.
Okay, yeah.
But they used to be
Shout
a
out to Little
quiet
Rock.
place many years ago. I
Hey,
don't know what
Yeah,
happened with
hey,
that.
hey, hey, and this is what people don't understand. Like shit. I'm gonna just use a story on me. This is some shit, right? I come out to Phoenix, right? Now here it is. I'm from the fucking Bronx. I say, I always tell people, where's the nicest place? Where's the money at? Blah blah blah. So anyway, there's a place called Sun City, right? You got to be like,
Oh,
I think it's like
okay,
55
go ahead.
something to move there. Okay, that's where the goddamn bando was.
Huh?
Okay, I said that's where the was. Okay,
Hey, look.
because and the crazy part is, let me tell you guys, I would try to pimp people like how to move around there because this is an area in Phoenix where they only got the sheriff. They oh yeah, you fuck around in Sun City, you know what I mean? But that's where you wanna, So anyway, the way I moved though, and here it is, like just like here, I'm the only black motherfucker in the circumference, right? Same thing there. I was the only black dude in the area, right? And I had a blue vehicle at the time. There was another black guy. He wanted to move it. He had the same damn vehicle. Shout out.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you some things
But
about
it's how you
Phoenix.
move. That's why I want to land with that. It's how you move, and this is what people need to understand. And that's the whole thing as far as messing up your communities. I get it.
Yeah.
It's always going to be just like MFC was saying, but that y'all protected your community a little bit
Yes,
more.
we did.
Look,
But
Yes.
I'm,
we can get back to that, and people don't understand that. And that's what I tell my brothers from New York or Cali. With the gang structure, you can take a negative and make it a positive. And it
Exactly.
wasn't totally positive then, but at least then they did protect the community more. And you
Yes,
pointed
they
out a
did.
fact where nowadays they got a gang fight per se. Them girls is getting jumped by guys. Them guys, you know what I mean? Them guys are hitting
Yeah,
girls. Where
that was yeah.
Freeze just said
And they're not using
yesterday he saw
guns.
this
Back then
and
they
he
didn't
knows
use
what.
guns. Yeah.
Yeah, but they had guns. They had those little one shotters. You know what I mean?
No, but they didn't.
But
I'm
that
telling
was
you, They
No,
didn't
I
use
know what you're
guns at
saying.
that
That
point.
was it.
Yeah.
It was more of a respect thing. Like I'm gonna beat your
Right.
ass, but I don't need to kill you. And this is what
Exactly.
I try to be getting. This is why we do the fights. You know what I mean? Guns down, gloves up. You
Right.
know, I'm not no boxer or nothing like that, but I know, like I said, then the crazy part, and I'm gonna let you get unfreeze. These fights, afterwards, you shake the guy's hand. And
Right.
9 times out of 10, it's over.
Yeah.
Because it's a respect thing now.
Exactly. Respect.
Come out to my fight December 10th. I'm gonna show and prove out here. I got a little young boy. He want to see what's good, you know. Yeah. But
Oh
anyway, as
man,
you were saying, Freeze. Yeah, I'm in training. You gotta come down here, Freeze. You gotta get me right. Yeah.
hey, look,
3
I got
rounds, baby.
my
3
uncle.
rounds ain't no joke. That's why
My,
people be talking that shit.
my,
Yeah,
my,
three
my,
minutes a round. That's 9 minutes. I gotta bang out. I'm a
my uncle
nothing.
lived right around the block. He used to be a boxer.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I ain't gonna need much for this young boy, but hey, I don't sleep on nothing. Oh yeah, I'm coming to demolish. Yeah, I really want Hollow
So,
Flex.
you getting in the ring? You getting in
Yes,
the ring?
man. Remember I told you? Yeah, man.
Nah,
Yeah.
you ain't tell me
You know
that.
my young ass. Come on, man. Yeah, all call outs are mandatory. Yeah,
Okay.
that's why I'm trying to get New Jersey J come down here and shit, pound out with Wax. But yeah, they playing that different game. It's all good. It's all good.
Get that jab. Get that jab on
Get
track.
that jab, yeah, boy.
That
I'm coming out like that. Yeah, I'm coming out like that.
Look, yeah, that's what I noticed about it. That's what I noticed about the fights that I've seen. They come out like that. Well, you get that jab will neutralize a person, you know, from coming up on you, keep them off you. Hit them with that jab. Get them with that hook.
Don't put too much out here, man. That young boy's gonna be watching this thing. Come on, man. Goddamn. Oh yeah. Shit. I'm not. Listen. I'm not coming to play.
Right.
Yeah. I'm not coming to play. Hell yeah.
Right.
I'm not coming to play. I got the BX on my back. No, but and it's always fun. Like I said, you know, you get too disrespectful, you're gonna have to. I come. You know what I mean? Shit. I'm a gladiator. I'll be that till I die. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. And we told you about positive. This is all positive. We told about positivity here. You know, when it's cycle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And we're gonna implicate this shit. I'm coming up to New York. Okay, we're gonna go to all these goddamn people that got problems. Bang it out. You ain't got your boys there jumping and all that sucker. Yeah, jump in that ring. You get eye to eye, man to man. How it's supposed to be. Yeah, all that tough guy shit you talking. Yeah, you got to show and prove. As TC Pops would say, cash that check. You write that check, you better cash that check. Shout out to TC Pops. Yeah, that part.
December 10th. I might have to get a plane ticket.
Yeah, man. Shit, you gonna come out here and we're gonna bang it out, man. You better get that studio right, man. Shit, SB said he ain't waiting for nobody. Shout out to SB.
Right.
Oh yeah. You ain't been, no, I write my album, Dad. I go, oh man, don't get like that already. You don't like my bars? You want to battle? And oh yeah, we putting it out there. We want to do a versus. So any artists out there, you want to go 5 tracks? You know what I mean? Talking rights, we can put some money up if you want. But yeah, we want to me and SB, Dr. Jobs Imperial, and Something Big SB want to battle. We want to do a versus online. You know what I mean? We could even do it on here. Yeah, we open up, you know, in the cellar type of thing. Yeah. So yeah, get at me on the back channel. You know what I mean? 5 tracks. Get your 5 songs ready.
Oh yeah. Hey, you know what? I just thought about it. Probably could do that. You know, I know a young artist, so it'll be 2 young artists.
Bring them to the table.
I just thought about that.
Yeah,
that should be fun.
We can start the destruction on Detroit. Yeah, I see that Detroit versus everybody. Well, we here. We knocking at your door.
I was just listening to that the other day too.
Yeah. Shout out to Detroit, man. I can't wait to get there, man. Can't wait to get there. Love you, Detroit females. Oh yeah, we gonna party it out. What you guys doing Halloween? You know we gotta blaze it out for Halloween up here. Oh yeah.
I'm supposed to be in Texas on Halloween.
What you gonna be, man? Shit.
You
said you gonna be the stripper or something like that? You said you gonna I don't know. You gonna win. No, remember he said something about the Chippendales.
Have to throw that trench coat on.
Oh, the train. Oh, you gonna do it? Damn. Oh, you freaking like that? Damn. Your wife. Matter of fact, do that and have shit behind you with the belt and shit. Yeah.
Hey, hey,
Oh no.
I'll be the old school with the big afro, with the trench coat, with the little fake gold.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
we gotta do
Shit
a
goes.
show that night.
You letting this internet shit get to your head. You need a
Yeah,
little straightening. Shout
everybody,
out to Shay Buggy. Yeah. Miss
let's
Shay
do
some flowers had to put up with your crazy ass Big Freeze.
we gonna
That's
have to
right.
we gonna have to do a Halloween show. Everybody have
No, that's what I said, man. Shit. I got my damn doctor's outfit. I can't wear that. My son said I gotta be Batman. Or something. I'm like, yeah, you be Batman, I'm Robin. So we fighting over that right now and shit. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck it is with Batman and shit like that. And I want to be the Joker.
Batman's cool.
See, he's stuck with the Batman. You know, I want to be the
Yeah,
Joker.
Batman is cool.
I want to be the bad guy. I know Batman. That's cool and everything. Like
Batman is
I think
cool.
too many people be Batman, but hey, you gotta make your kids happy. So I guess I'm trying to fit into Robin though. I want to be Robin. He wants to be Robin. I want to be Robin. So Robin gets to
Hey,
be more crazy. What you gonna be, MSC? Huh? Come on now.
I don't know. It's funny, and at least in my household, it's all about the pups and what they're going to be. Okay.
Don't even start because B-Boy's gonna show out.
Wait.
Okay. Yeah. Did you see that dog sitting on the couch? That dog was eating and had one hand. That looked crazy. Oh yeah. That's the only thing I think B can give B-Boy a little bit of. But wait till you see what I got for B-Boy. I'm not even gonna put it out there. Oh yeah. Yes, we can battle too. My dog is gonna outshine your animal. Pull up to win the cipher. Let's see what the hell you got. Okay, that cat in the hat bullshit you got ain't
Yeah,
gonna
I was
mess
gonna
with my
say
B-Boy.
you should have people send in their pictures of their pets and stuff,
Ain't no
and
picture.
we could
Come on, this
showcase
ain't no
them.
2000. See, you going back to the 90s. This is 2022. You pull your ass up. The link is right there. Show off your goddamn animal. There you
Okay,
hey,
go.
that's true.
hey,
We can do
John.
that
Yeah.
too.
Hey,
Yeah,
John.
shit. You going
Hey,
back to
John.
people's MFC. Goddamn.
Hey, John. You should since you said this ain't the '90s. Look, you should get M Rex, right, and just have him on a record him saying this ain't the '90s. Like he just said that to you.
Oh, he said, oh, trust me, I can catch it because he says that they all say that, man. All his friends and shit. You know, a new word they say on God. Everything's on God. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
when you
yeah.
become all religious and say, on God this, on God.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I think we might have to do a song called On God.
Or
Okay.
this
Don't be
ain't the
stealing
'90s.
shit. I said it on here. This ain't the 90s. On God.
Hey, what you think about that girl that made that song? Period. Period.
Come on now.
It's
Come on.
a mockery of the culture.
Yes. It's a mockery, but you don't think this is a mockery? This is a bigger mockery. Come on now.
Yeah.
Come on now. Even white people are saying that. Like, and it's not just MFC. Multiple white people like, yo, that is messed up. It's if you really, really get, and this is on a serious note, you really know the history, the black man history. Okay, and remember, black man ties black woman as well because it's man, woman, child. You know the freaking history, American history. Cotton is king. How blacks from slavery made America the richest. Okay, and you got the audacity after all the shit you put them through, jumped over them, let other people come here. That's like you helped me build my house. I'm making money from my house, and then you're gonna bring some other motherfuckers that you don't even know just
Mm-hmm.
because they got a different skin tone. And then to this day, you still showing it. How? Because those people walked all the way from Haiti here, and you got rid of them. But then not even a year later, you're gonna bring all these other people here. Give money to Ukraine.
Hey, look. Listen.
Wow.
I'll say this. Kanye West's mother probably turning in her grave right now. And
Wait, say that again. Say that again.
His mother's probably turning in her grave right now. I'm gonna tell you why.
Allegedly.
His mother was a history teacher.
Yes.
Black
I know.
history.
That's why I say
smack
he knows
in the
it.
face.
He knows it. He knows it. That crazy bullshit you try to play, you know what's up. But
Look,
like you said, Free, he's being put up to it, and you going with it.
look,
You going with it.
mother. Hey, I'm gonna go biblical right now. What's the use
Uh-oh.
of gaining the world when you lose your soul? You know what I'm saying? That's what he doing. He done lost his soul. He done sold.
Wait up, say that again. I didn't hear that. Say the whole thing.
What's the? I'm paraphrasing. What's the use of gaining the whole world when you lose your soul? In other words, he done sold his soul. He's a black man wearing a White Lives Matter shirt.
Okay. No, but explain. So
his whole. See,
what about white people wearing Black Lives Matter shirts?
Hey, you know what? You know what's funny? That seemed like a contradiction, but yeah, I can understand that white folks wearing White Lives Matter, but one of them created it, not one of us created it. One of them.
No, but that shouldn't matter. Now, see, this is the thing with that. That don't. I know if you look deep into it,
it's a slap in the face.
But
slap in the face.
But regardless, regardless, when you say Black Lives Matter around the world, that's a black movement. Just like when you say Black Panthers, and Black Panthers, you had people that were un-black. You had Spanish people in black. You had Latinos. You had white people. You had Asians. One of their main armors was an Asian guy. But Black Panthers was a black movement, right? So therefore, by you saying, that's like me saying Latino lives matter. Like, first of all, we shouldn't even have to say Black Lives Matter, but we've been put in the fucking position we in because of the shit. So that's why that movement came out. So by you saying White Lives Matter, that's a backhanded smack.
No, I said if a white person created that it's still a smack in the face, period. Because the reason we saying that is to shine light on the problems that happened to us throughout history. But I'm saying like a white person that made that is more understandable for them to make it.
Salute.
What's up?
How you doing, Queen?
Hi, how you doing?
Bless, bless, bless. I ain't mean to interrupt you, my brother. Go ahead. Continue.
Nah, you good. Nah, what I'm saying, but for Kanye to be a black man making a White Lives Matter shirt, that's a slap in the face to the whole community.
Oh yeah.
Whole community. Now, if a white man made that White Lives Matter, that's still a slap in the face to black folks. But at least it was a white guy that did White Lives Matter versus a black man talking about White Lives Matter. See, Kanye is surrounded by white folks. That's all he around, I'm pretty sure. And he's just getting along to get another big check. Mm-hmm. But at the end, the expense of his people and they pain and suffering.
Yeah, but that shouldn't matter who he's around. My mother's white. I got 4 white baby mamas, not 3, 4. Okay, and I don't switch up. They know that, and any of them can tell you that. That's what makes a man. Okay, so it shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter who's he's around. My thing is you're making it a white talking point because now when white people get amongst themselves, they think that's fact.
I said he's sold out.
No, I can't agree with that, big bro.
Along. He's trying to get another big check, but he's doing it at the expense of our people.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
That sounds disgusting a little bit. I'm explaining something. If I just want to add on to that, right?
Right.
Yeah, y'all know everything right now, as of today. Everything that's done in the media is publicity. Everything. Right. There's no such thing as bad publicity when you're a celebrity. You know, you could have killed the motherfucker. That's good. That's good PR. You heard? I think he did it more or less to do like Kanye always do, to show that he really don't give a F. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna curse too much on there. Nothing. He really don't give a F. Like, you know, he gonna do everything against the grain. You know, and there's nothing wrong with that sometimes. Sometimes that's how the best things are formulated, when you go against the grain. Everybody think that you got to go with the grain all the time. Then that would make us all the same, you know? And that's what's wrong right now. Like, honestly, so many of us is trying to be the same. You know, that's why I punch into the winning circle with y'all every chance I get. You know, me and wifey, my wife sitting right here on the couch with my baby sleeping in her arms. Like, y'all have something to talk about. I love good topics. I don't want to hear about who snitched in 1986. Half these niggas that's talking about that wasn't even born to 96. So like, I don't want to know who did this and who did that. I want to know what's the solution to the problems. What can we work on to make things better?
And I'm glad you brought that up, Shaw, because you know what? Them same niggas you talking about had the audacity to talk some dumb shit. Okay, this way. Then when we tried to pull a card, and I already know you got a problem with that nigga China, but I gave them niggas a solution. You talking that Phoenix shit? Come down here. We do fights down here. We do that real gladiator shit. And then they do prison talk. You know what China gonna tell me? This is entertainment. Now it's fucking entertainment. Then on top of that, you disrespecting my New York motherfuckers. This one's a snitch and this because he didn't look out for me. You a grown ass fucking man.
Well,
worrying about the next man looking out for you. Talking about Jim Jones.
Gag on behind that, like, but
yeah.
The reality is,
well, I don't.
I'm gonna show y'all what's the craziest part about this, right? I just said it that right now it's at a point where there's no bad PRing. Like people have the media has totally become something that we us coming up have never seen, never. And this I heard Sis and y'all talking earlier. That shit really had my body flowing. You know, I remember when it was easy for you to whip each other ass and go home, and then the next day y'all come back out and y'all drinking quarts and smoking Phillies together. I remember them days. You know, now you raise your hand and put your hand on motherfucker, knock him down. He gonna pull his gun out and shoot you. That's the reality of this shit. Or he gonna come back when you least expect it. You sitting on the porch with your daughter and make a mistake and shoot your fucking daughter. You hear me? Like it's got to a point where it's all bad. It's no longer all good. So when Kanye throws little things like that out there, it's to refresh everything. Honestly, you know damn well that man black to the bone. You know that, my brother.
No, I don't.
But he gonna do whatever he can to attract another billion.
I'm gonna tell you why. No,
Which
I don't.
is nothing wrong with it.
Yes, it is wrong. So you don't see nothing wrong with putting your own people down? At the end of the day, like you said, he's black. You can't change that, right? Then you forgot a hot minute ago when Kim was going crazy with that as a white boy. Okay. Yeah. Sending pictures of her in the bed and all that. Yeah. Oh, what about my black kids? You black now, right? Same thing with OJ. Nah, we don't put. See, why do we the only ones that accept that? You don't see that with the Latin community. You don't see that they stay the fuck on code. That's what's not being on code. So for a influential person like Kanye to have a white lies, that's like me coming to you. Let's say I bring my son to your son's party, Shy 120, and I say, what about my son's party? Are you fucking? That's a disrespect to you. So by me coming out with White Lives Matter, whether you white, Latino, that's a disrespect to the black community, the black race.
I mean, I
don't give a fuck about a point. Then on top of it, he's the richest
individuals, I'm gonna keep it real. To individuals who are dealing with things on an earthly plane, I can agree with that, man. I'm past that stage, big bro. I'm sorry, man. Like we in the creator, we getting prepared. Like I ain't got no time.
That's why. See, that's why, Shaw, we in the position we in as black people, and you don't think that's wrong?
No, Kanye didn't put us in this position.
No, but you helping.
I love you, my brother. Listen, I love you. I want y'all to understand something, man. If we go by trial and error, we got to start from the very first man that sold us out. So let's go to Judas, and we can't go back that far, y'all. You feel me? Like that's the first motherfucker that sold us out. You heard? His name was Judas. You know what I mean? He turned a profit in. You heard? Like that's what these dudes have become out here, man. Y'all got to understand that. Even with Kanye, with his idiocy, it's always a method to his madness. The boy is a madman. Literally, there's something wrong. When he lost his mom, God bless her soul. I think a part of him became like me, except I knew how to deal with that duality. You understand me? I write a little bit more. My son came along. That took a lot of the pain away. Like 90% of it, because when I look at him, I see her. But that's the difference. Like, we can't just point one finger at that's what that was the only reason I called in. Let's not be so hard on Kanye, man. The man had a hard road to perdition. Listen, and he made it. He made it to where he made it to. Like
I know a little bit about your story. You had a hard road too. So, but for you to use that, exactly.
Say, we cannot say that we walked down a fucking gold path with diamonds encrusted in the floor. None of us on.
So why you give him an excuse? Why you give him an excuse and not yourself?
Nah, I just told you I know how to deal with that duality.
No, yeah.
That's the strength. See, that's the strength of 55 years, though. You got to remember, I'm a whole different breed of animal. When I catch China, I'm gonna pop his head off, and I want niggas to keep that on their lives. He know what time it is. I am not playing games. Like
we're positive and winning cipher.
They played themselves. Like honestly, I don't mean to bring that up, but again,
he's talking about in the ring setting. He's saying in the ring setting, he's going, he going.
Yeah, in the ring setting, right? In the ring setting.
But hey, I'm glad. You know what? Average niggas scared of that. They talk that tough guy shit until, like I said, you bring it to. Because, like I said, I see it. I see these guys. They do the boo. They bump their gums. I'm this tougher. Yeah, it's a different chapter when you got to jump in that gladiator field. Man on man to man, king to king, and we gonna see.
You gotta remember these dudes. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna show y'all something. Not to be on boy back. When you got a podcast, right, and you're doing numbers like that,
yeah.
And you see now that you capture the crowd from a house that was built of lies.
Yeah.
That house was originally built on lies.
It still is. Okay. Shout out Jim Jones.
Shout out Jim Jones. Shout out Shaw 120.
Yeah.
Whose wife is 26. I'm sorry she's not 16, unfortunately. But she's 26. Right? No, old nigga found a good woman. You know what I mean?
Shout out the wife.
Yeah. My thing is this though, right? When all is said and done, right? Here it is, you have a podcast. I look at y'all every time, big bro. Every last one of y'all. It's always us four. Always. I look, 2 views. I just told wifey, yo, punch on, throw another view up there. I just told her to punch.
That don't matter over here. You know why?
I know that.
Matter.
I know that. Stop. I just told her that. I said they're not into the number game.
No.
You feel me? They into getting the message out and speaking some positivity and building. That's what this platform is about. This is the 4 corners of the earth we dealing with right now. My sister's the north, you the east, I'm the west, he the south. That's the news that we spread. NEWS, north, east, west, and south.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a different breed. That's why I don't got time for the fuckery. Yeah. So, as I was saying, so here it is. Y'all could have took y'all platform and went 100 different directions with it. Y'all could have attracted up plenty of bullshit with it. Y'all didn't take that route. Every day I still see y'all up here doing the same thing, building. Constant elevation, cause expansion. Rakim couldn't have said it no better. Like, and I love that.
Salute.
And I love salute back to all of y'all. Even with bro having his opinion about Kanye, there's nothing wrong with that. That's your opinion. Yeah. You supposed to have
sharp
that.
And still. Yeah.
For real. I'm just looking at it from my point of view, though. We all have point of views. And that's what the north, the east, and the west, and the south is about. All them corners meeting up. Because at 90 degrees on each corner, it equals up to 360. Because 4 times 90 will always be 360. And that's a completion.
All right. Knowledge. True.
You know. And that's the grounds that we was raised from, though. You got to remember, dudes, like, no disrespect, again, I ain't going to even mention his name. I don't like bigging him up. But that dude, CB, like, here it is. You talking about dudes' cases that's online, that's still fighting their cases, man.
Yes.
Yeah.
When did that not become snitching?
I mean, but you let the social media tell it now. It's going got crazy, man. It's not called snitching no more. I don't know what it is. It's called.
Bro, I don't even like talking about cases. I'm like Big Meech, for example. Big Meech was trying to get out. You know, a lot of that shit hurt him. All that shit people putting online and all that.
Yeah.
People don't understand. And this is a case that was over and done with. But you got to remember, people got appeals.
Because them people looking at them and they saying, you know what? This man still got too much power, man. We not having no Malcolms walking up the block. For real. We already got Jay Prince out here. We couldn't get rid of this nigga. We don't been on this nigga back. He don't have the
Larry Hoover. Shout out Larry Hoover.
Yeah,
same thing with Larry Hoover.
I was just
everybody, man. Everybody that's influential that look at what they did to Bill, man. That shit made me cry, man.
Yeah, that was sad. And Bill got the most money. So for that's what, and I'm glad you brought Bill up, because for that to happen to Bill Cosby, okay, and he got the most money, imagine a dude with no money. And that's why right? a situation like I'm gonna use Kanye for example. Here's a guy you could put.
We could put a better.
No, you could put sneakers out. Like that. No, but you could put sneakers out that look ugly as hell, but people adapt to that. So that's why I look at something like, and I know you might not see it like that, but I look at something like, bro, you know, and like MFC brung up off Big Freeze, his mom's was a freaking black professor. Like you had to hear this stuff. You know what I mean? That's like my
Yeah.
pops being a 5%er, and I'm going out here talking this. Oh, black men are stupid and they animals and what? I'm up here disrespecting my pops. You understand? Like, come on.
Yeah.
Now, but like I said, bottom line, ain't no dollar in hell. You know what? And that's why, like, getting back to what you were saying as far as numbers, Big Freeze, I done ran around the globe with my man. MFC, she done raised me, kept me out of shit and everything. She done, you go to Kingsbridge, niggas know she's been putting it down since the 80s, okay, during the crack era and everything. Taught us karate, okay, took time and money. We used to go to the movies, didn't have money and shit. MFC and her husband be putting shit together. Like I said, I deal with and that's not just there, around, and that's what positive dealing with positive, okay? All that negative stuff, we keeping that to the side. If you're not with us, if you don't see what we seeing, we're not talking to you. It's that type of vibe, you know what I mean? And yes, come on, I'm a criminal. I've been just like you. I've been in and out of prison. I could talk about 9 million things and hold it with concrete.
That's
but
what I was trying to
choose
get
not
you
to
before
do that because I'm not
okay.
a sellout motherfucker, and that's a sellout person.
Now
You
here's
showing and
where my
proving
beef is
their
with these
attributes.
people. Here's where my beef is with these people, right? Now I get online and I watch y'all show and I watch a couple of shows, right? I watch Mecca, you know, because he constantly talk about himself. This is what I'm calling out this Buster about. And y'all please pass the word if y'all can. Ask him, when is he gonna tell us about what he did in jail? What was he about? What was he about in the streets before
we trying to bring them on. We trying to bring them both on the interview. Because see, I talked to them. I'm talking about Harlem Legend and China Brim. I can say names. I talked to them behind the scene. I know a sellout when I see a sellout. But he tells on himself. That little interview he did talking about Jim Jones, you did that on your show. Do that shit on Win the Cypher. We gonna ask you the real questions of how you let a West Coast motherfucker get you to sell your own peoples out, whether he did it or not, for a couple of bands.
He didn't do it.
But
He didn't do it.
For what?
Wack didn't never pass him that paperwork. That was something that he came up on his own to try to get into the game, and it worked. And I got to give him kudos on that part.
Okay, so what was the situation with Wacko?
It is no situation. I'm gonna keep it real. I ain't gonna let niggas slander his nigga's name, man. I know what it is to have
slanders who name,
man.
Slanders who name? Who Wacko? China? Who you talking about?
I'm talking about Wack with that situation with Jim Jones. Stop, listen to me, bro. Wack had nothing to do with that. He ran with it afterwards. What's the name? Listening? Stop. China tried to sell him that. Wack caught the wording on it.
You still think that's okay? You don't know the energy from West Coast, East Coast? You don't know how they look at the B's and the C's? So for you to do something like that, even if he had nothing to do with it, you tying him in. That still make New York look soggy.
Facts. I'm not.
You forget I'm on the West Coast. I gotta hear that's why it bothers me like that. Are you crazy? I don't give a fuck where I'm at. I hold New York down to the bone gristle. We don't play that shit. We don't sell it. We didn't sell out before.
Yeah.
Now it's okay. Let me tell you something. I want you to look at this shot. You'll never see a nigga on the West Coast doing no soggy shit like that. You know why? It won't be tolerated. So for you to do that coming from the East Coast, you don't think that shit look funny, bunny? Come on now. Like I said, I talk to these niggas behind the scene. Like I said, I could tell you a sellout, and I'll tell him to his face. I don't give a fuck about the numbers. You supposed to be a boss, nigga. You don't need to get it like that. I don't need to sell my peoples out.
Stop, please. This is where you're getting me confused. A lot of y'all is getting me confused. Y'all keep talking about boss. Stop. Let me explain something to y'all one time, please, man. Please. And I don't like talking about this shit online. These niggas are fucking fraudulent. None of these niggas ain't had no position. None of these niggas ain't been big dog nowhere. They were puppies. All right? I want you to understand that. When you're online, you can be anybody you want to be. You know, honestly, like you said, I'm thinking about being Superman this year.
All right, Superman.
No, I already got an S on my chest. So, like, my thing is this, man. This is just the reality, sis, and my brothers. We have come into an era where imaginations, they have superseded people's intelligence so much that they believe
what the fuck
they believe in everything that they say they stand for. They believe in all that stuff for some reason. For some reason, they are jacking what they're preaching. And the reality is 4.2K is listening every other week to the same frivolous garbage. Now, I'm going to show you something. They made a lot of statements about them cases. I know everybody that's in participating. I ain't gonna mention them. Y'all know what's going on.
Yeah.
They made a lot of wrong statements. I see they're not doing their homework. What they're doing is they're bringing somebody up there to tell a story. That's what they're doing. They're bringing people up there to argue with each other. Hassan Campbell and the Clash of the Titans. You know, like idiocy. Stuff that
Yeah, but
attract idiots.
that's that comedy shit. And you know, like how the other side song, you looking real funny to the other side. You know the other side I'm talking about. And that
Well, guess what? Well, guess what?
people
I ain't
should
gonna
know
hold
better.
y'all on too long. I called really just to tell y'all that I appreciate y'all, man. Keep doing what y'all doing, man.
No doubt.
Thank
You better tap in. SB said you better send that song. Stop playing, man. I told him about the ABC. Come on, man. We gonna come up to North Carolina, do the show, flick it out, bro. You better stop playing games. Let's get that song cracking, man. I need a demo to that like yesterday.
I just got to get into a studio, man. That's all, man. I just got to get. I've been busy, man. Like,
and I'm just forewarning you. Once you send that, SB gonna send back the recopy because he's on some shit now. Yeah, he listens to that Drake shit, all that bullshit with me. I gotta write my rhyme, Dad. I'm like, oh, calm down, motherfucker. So yeah. Let's get that song. We're gonna have fun with it though, for real. We're gonna have fun. I heard that album, man. You know, CK dropped. That was tight, man. That was tight. I like that. I want to see some
ain't
videos.
Me and him. That's his.
Well, you all over the motherfucker. You know what I'm talking
of course I should be.
Yeah. But get some videos done, man. Definitely get some videos. I'm trying to get you guys out this way. You know. But yeah, how's the little one doing, man? Just had a birthday. What's going on?
He's doing great. Right here resting on the couch right now.
Nah, that's what's up.
They grow so fast. They grow so fast.
He's gonna be driving soon. He don't even know, boy.
Black woman beware now.
He look like he's gonna be tall though. He's gonna be taller than Shot. He's gonna be shaking Shot up and say, "Come on, Dad, don't be talking that shit."
Black woman beware now. Take care of my black child. They call you a bitch. How? I know that's not your style. Because if it was true, then I would be a dog. But that is a fairy tale, like the prince who was a frog. You are my black queen. My prince, he's my black cream. Hear this, these are the laws of my queen. I lay down a sound, I kick it down in the pronoun. Whatever happened to the lost, that wasn't ever found. First laws don't sell out like an Uncle Tom. If you do, I disintegrate your brain like a bomb. Second law is a metaphor. Don't call my queen a whore, or I'll decapitate your head like a snake or a wild boar. Third law is simple, praise the king, cream, and queen. And these are the laws to my queen. As I lay in my cell and dwell, I thought of the aftermath of my brothers the Indians as they went on a warpath. What was the reason? White man couldn't understand. Did he expect us just to dance as he took all our damn land? Fourth laws don't trust anyone who you don't know. If a man came down my chimney, I go bo, bo, bo. If a hen showed me that it could lay a golden egg, I'd be richer than Donald Trump taking money to the bank. And if a big bad wolf had tried to blow my house down, I would do what Chuck D say, shut him down. To put it plain and simple, praise these words that I bring. And these are the laws to my king. Black woman, beware now. Take care of my black child. They call you a bitch. How? I know that's not your style. Because if it was true, then I would be a dog. But that is a fairy tale, like the prince who was a frog. I dedicate this to my strong sisters and black queens, whose names have been dragged through the dirt. I know your heart hurt. You went from Queen of Sheba's to Nefertiti's to Rosa Parks, to Harriet Tubman's freeing the slaves when it got dark, to Betty Shabazz, Coretta Scott's loving your kings, from being called queens to dirty names and hateful things. From royalty, I will call hoes, skanks, and bitches, and gold diggers using your bodies to get riches. I point no fingers, sis, saying it's your fault or my fault. What I do say is somewhere down the line, we fell short. I asked myself, if your man loved you and praised you, why would you be in the club shaking what mama had gave you? Society has made it all right to dib and dabble, trading partners like baseball cards, letters, and Scrabble. But what's bad is some of us loyal got caught in the mixes. Queens laying with dogs and kings laying with bitches. And when that queen found her a king, MC, I wasn't my worth. Because the last bitch I thought was a queen, she made my heart hurt. And when that king found her a queen, your heart was a stone because your last king was really a dog without a backbone. Believe me, queen, I know the pain your eyes seen. And mine seen the same exact thing, sincerely your king. You have a blessed day, Queen.
Salute.
Yeah. That's right. Shout that was tight.
Shout
That was tight. That was
120.
tight. That was tight. We gotta get that right. He got
Always.
a gem. He got a
Always.
gem with SB. We about to blaze up. You know what I mean? Once he stop playing around, getting up in that lab. Yeah, but I'm coming up there. Like I said, he got some joints. We gonna hit the road with Shaw. He don't know it now, but he'll know it then. Oh yeah, I'm gonna come up there with that biggie bag. You know how that shit go. Oh yeah. We gonna bring little man on tour with us and shit. Rock it out. You know what I mean? That Shaw son. So you already know he gonna have that Swiss zag. But yeah, we got a joint coming out for Halloween, MFC. We gonna have fun with it. Yeah, you're gonna see my outfit
Okay.
before Halloween. Trust me. Yeah, we got a joint called Monster Crash with a K. You know how we do it. Yeah, it's coming out, little 6 joints. So we got to bubble up these videos real soon. I wish I could come up your way, but y'all got some funky weather. Dealing with craziness.
Oh,
But
there's
yeah, we
craziness
coming up.
going on here.
How was that weather, man? I came to my house, man. Everything was blowing in my pool, man. Yeah, it got crazy out here. Was it like a dust storm up there? No, you don't have
All I
dust storms.
know,
But I'm saying, was it
we've
like
been
a?
raining. Yeah, it's been raining since yesterday, since last night,
Oh, has
all
it?
the way till tomorrow afternoon.
No, I mean it's shit. I mean, on the
Yeah.
West Coast, you don't get like you got monsoon and stuff like that, especially out in Phoenix. But it was something like I would mark it as like remember Freeze when you was out in what was that Kentucky, but it's having a fucking tornado. That's exactly what it was like a mini tornado. No, yeah.
Yeah.
How was the weather up there in Detroit, Freeze?
Cold.
It didn't rain. It didn't rain.
Nah, it ain't rain. It's just got cold
Really?
though.
Oh
Nah,
wow.
it ain't getting no
See, that's
rain.
crazy. See, different pockets is yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean it was crazy. Yeah, that's why yeah, last night I got to the crib, man. Stuff was blowing around. I had my chair. I had my chair in my pool. Yeah.
Hey,
This heavy plastic chair. Fucking
yeah, my
yeah.
bad, y'all. I had to handle something real
I'm
quick.
watching clothes. Yeah, man, we know how it is up there. But hey, watch yourself at them damn gas stations, man. They doing a lot of them stick ups, man. They're getting crazy out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, my people's up in the D said they doing. You gotta watch the area you in to get
You
gas. You
don't,
got me
you
looking
don't,
around over here.
you don't go to the gas station in the city at night.
Is that bad?
Not unless you strapped.
Yeah.
Yeah. I normally I gas up during the day, or I get gas by my job. But my job is way out, far out.
Don't
So
don't make me Charleston White your ass with that motherfucking mace. he got a lot of people. Hey, he got a lot of people getting that mace. They gonna get hurt. You fuck around, hit the wrong person with that.
Yeah.
You don't get
look,
them right.
nah, you gotta get that bear spray. That bear
Cool.
spray gonna take them down. They ain't no getting up for a while.
I'm gonna hit him up. Okay, I'm gonna hit him up. Nah, that's a
But you
personal
got to be
matter.
careful with that bear spray because it affects your breathing.
No, you
And
better no.
you,
See, the thing that the problem people don't know is you hit somebody outside and you get a gust of the air. Like it's called blowback.
Oh
yes.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So you make sure you have they got to kind of the stream. You hit them a little
Yeah.
bit differently.
Because they're saying people that have gotten hit with the bear spray, some of them have died.
Yeah, that's
No,
if you hit
yeah.
them
Affects
with
their
Shit,
too
you ain't
breathing
much.
playing
apparatus and
around.
stuff.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
hit
Come
them
on,
with
me. I'm spraying that in your goddamn mouth if I could.
yeah.
Pick
You
up.
hit, if you spray too much, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
all you gotta
Well,
do is
if you
spray
have to
with a little
spray it,
bit.
spray it. That's what I told my daughter. You spray that shit. You don't play around. Shit,
Mhm.
if you have to spray it, then it's nothing to play with. All right, my family members got that. They get to my niece. Don't let whether she do it or not. You spray that. Don't. This ain't nothing to play around. This is for you. Just what I mean, just as a deterrent. And you spray that, you get busy. Meaning, you don't just spray that and run if you have to. But you spray that, and that's going to capacitate a person for a minute, and you do what you got to do and get the hell up out of Dodge. Think about it. You shouldn't be having to spray that over a simple argument. You spraying that on somebody. They trying to harm you. You feel what I'm saying?
Well, look, we just
So
had a
that would be that.
situation that happened 2 nights ago, and on the N train on 42nd Street, and these two girls, they're 19 years old. One's come back from college to her parents from Long Island, and they were in the city, and they was getting ready to go back home. And there's some group now called the Goblins or something, and they
Yeah.
wear green bodysuits or whatever. And it was, they all came in. It was like 6 of them, and they attacked these girls, took their phone, their bag, and stuff like that, and beat them up pretty bad.
Jacked them up.
Okay. And they got away and stuff like that. And you know, it's crazy to the point that, so even if you say you had that spray, I'm just saying it, and you're in a train car, you can't get away, and then there's 6 of these guys and people, you know, these people, and then people that are riding the train are just watching. No one intervened or anything.
Well,
You know, so
if,
it's like, so
if you
if you
they
had the
that
spray,
Everybody
gonna
gonna
help you.
get it. Everybody gonna get it.
I was gonna
Everybody
answer that
gonna
because one time they punched the bus driver on the bus. This is years ago, right? And he pulled it. And this, like I said, this is years ago. So the stuff he had was, and it sprayed in like little spurts. A teeny bit of that got on my neck. When I say it burned the shit out. Okay, the mace that he had one of those burn. Like I said, this is now 2022. They got some shit where you gonna back the hell up. Everybody, okay? You got 20 people. I brought up Charleston White joking, and he probably had that. Now he got even the more powerful kind. Like the kind I got for my niece is the army kind. So it was one, and it's the extra strength. So you know, you got the regular strength, the extra strength. So basically, it's nothing to play with.
right?
Okay, so it's something you use, and that's what I'm trying to say. Well, even little mace, you shouldn't be playing around with that because you could get somebody upset to the point where now you're really gonna get hurt.
Right.
So if you spray somebody with mace and you can't run away, you spray their ass and you get busy on them to the point where they ain't moving like that, and you can get, you know, you're able to get away.
Right.
You know, you sweep them up, you bang them up, you know, do what you got to do. Think about it. You're not spraying nobody. This ain't no play around thing.
Right.
You know, somebody trying to rob you or somebody like you know, you got a stranger coming at you a certain way. You telling them, as far as a female, you telling this guy, listen, it ain't like that, and he's still coming on to you. You know, you're a female. And now he's trying to get aggressive, might grab you or something like that. Now you got to get busy. You spray that bitch right up his damn nose. He opened his mouth, sprayed in his mouth. He ain't giving you no remorse. So why the hell should you give him or her? Let them girls come up to me like that. I would have kindly got my shit out and got busy. Now, if I get a beat down, hey, so be it. But you know what? Damn sure, shit. My grandmother be up in heaven smacking the shit out of me. It's time to show up, and that's time to show up. They wasn't starting no trouble. They in the train trying to go to their destination.
Yeah.
We positive here and Win the Cipher. You know, we just trying to talk about incidents, and you know, it's about protecting yourself. Shit.
Yeah.
You know, many people got off for that. What's the problem with protecting yourself? And yet, this is my whole thing. As long as I'm not starting the trouble, you bring that shit to my cipher, it's on and popping. It's on and popping. You know, and that's why, you know, like I said, especially with females, you got these sucker ass dudes out there hitting females like that shit is cool. Like Freeze just brought up, and I get it. The homegirl was like, "That's not your kid. I'm fucking other people." But come on, homie. That's when I would have smacked my homie up doing some dumb shit like that. Fucking around. Now, and people talk all this shit about kids. That's why he got that damn beat down. But to me, that deserved more than the beat. But I digress.
All
yeah,
right.
man got to get off on that. But yeah, we got to get Jacker, man. Freeze got the red light on and shit. He's about to get the strobe light, honey and shit. She gonna see this shit. She gonna come in. We gonna have a beat down on camera. And say, oh, you ain't mean Shay yet. Oh, shout out Shay Buggy.
Nah, I'm about to take this one last little, you know, get a little rest before I go to work.
Yeah, where you driving at today, man?
Cleveland.
Shout out Cleveland. Oh shit. You going on where Dama's at area?
They're on that top 10 list too. Most dangerous cities.
Cleveland?
Wow. Hell yeah. Cleveland ain't no joke.
Shit, my son was talking about moving out there. He met a shorty out there. Let me find out. I gotta put the brakes on that one.
Cleveland, just like Detroit and Chicago.
Yeah?
Hell yeah. Always been.
I gotta get me a Cleveland. Shout out to Cleveland mommies out there.
But it looked like they moved up on the charts.
Did they?
Hell yeah. They normally be probably like 14, 15. Now they up to like 7 or something. 6 or 7.
Wow.
Yeah, but Cleveland ain't no joke. All right. Well, sure.
Okay. No doubt. We're gonna tap it out. MFC's gonna do the prayer. And hey, before you bounce, let me show you this real quick, Freeze. I want to show you this guy. We're gonna get into him later. This guy right here, his name is Angelo Ritchie, right? I was locked up with his punk ass, right? Now you think Dama's crazy. This guy had 25 victims and then some, okay? He was a nurse. They called him the Angel of Death. I'm surprised they haven't did a documentary on his ass, right? Now he was in Long Island in this hospital. I'll get all that down later. But he was in this hospital and he liked to be a hero. That was his thing. So what he would do is he would put these drugs into patients and then come back, and save them. But a lot of them died. The
Right.
majority of them died, So yeah. And he was a nice guy and everything. Shit, I don't know if I ate with him, but we had a dispute to the point where we was it was in one of these group session type things, so I couldn't really get busy on him. But if we was in like jail, I probably would have jammed him up, stabbed him up. The reason why, because he was very flamboyant. I mean, he thought his shit ain't staying. He had a lot of money. I mean, he's probably from a rich family. I won't say rich, but well off. And this in jail, you see the packages people get. I mean, that's what I said. I never ate with him, but I think I traded some stuff because at the time there was a corrupt cop that I was eating with, and this mobster dude. There was like the three of us. Tony Solardo, shout out Tony, crazy motherfucker. Oh yeah. And Terry Adams was the corrupt cop, right? So anyway, and he was getting stuff. Like he was a corrupt cop, man. He was having private business and everything. That's how I said I could talk that crap. I done lived it. So anyway, so he used to, and I'm bringing him up real quick just before we jet out. He was getting sympathy because he would use the fact that his upbringing, right? And this goes back into race again. I'm quite sure if they got books out there on him, they'll talk. Oh, he did this because he wanted to be a hero, and but and this is what I was telling MFC. Look how we look at somebody like the DC Sniper. They don't really go into the sympathy part where he was messed up and he tried to do this for his wife. Because remember, he was doing that trying to get back at his wife. That's basically why he was killing all those people. Okay, but he doesn't get that same type of sympathy. But anyway, MFC lead us out of the prayer. We was getting crazy today. Today's been a crazy day. Shout out Shaw 120. That was dope ass fucking rhyme. We gotta put that in the joint. I'm gonna get on his ass. We need to get this ABC song. I ain't trying to hear that bullshit. No, but yeah, he got a gem. He got a definitely gem. We're gonna get that on the radio. That's something I'm real supportive about. Plus it damn sure makes sense, and we need something to bang out at his son's next party and shit. Yeah. The bigger they get, they start remembering that shit.
His little guy is 1 year old.
You can't be playing around. Shout out to everybody with them kids. I'm letting your ass know. You might get away with that shit when they like 1, 2. Once they get like 3, 4, they start remembering them birthdays. You better start going.
And the list of demands to put in. This is what I want.
Yeah. Same thing with Christmas. You see that shit? The bigger the kid get. And then it gets to a point where they don't want no fucking gift. They don't want that money. Just get me money order. Mm-hmm. Freeze, hey Freeze, how much the daughters want for fucking Christmas? Money. You ain't gotta fucking worry about the gifts. Just have that money, right? All right, ladies. But yeah, MFC, you're gonna lead us out with a lovely prayer, and we going to let everybody know. I got my damn dog going crazy. Shout out to B-Boy. He wants to get out, but
that's right. He wants to be free. Release him.
He wants to be free. Yes. He got to go to the backyard to boogie.
Yes. Dear God, please look over all of us in our travels from home to our jobs or to our places that we are either visiting, shopping, or either going to a doctor's office or an appointment somewhere with your tax attorney, because people are still dealing with taxes. But dear God, please look after all of us and protect us in our journeys, and please let everybody get home safely to their loved ones. And as we always say on Winning Cipher, please select the like button down below and subscribe. And we also say, please always look positive at stuff. Okay, it's too much the negativity out there, and with God in our life, and or whoever in your religion that you pray to, let them protect you as you go along. And everyone have a beautiful, safe day, and please be blessed. And again, thank you for coming and to the Winning Cipher platform. Amen.
Amen. All right. I got to give a quick shout out to Cuzzo's Chicken and Waffles. Fantastic. Oh yeah. You come to Detroit, make sure y'all stop at Cuzzo's Chicken and Waffles. Man, I had some red velvet waffles. I had some red velvet waffles and chicken the other day with the mixed Kool-Aid. Oh my God, it was fire.
That's Detroit for you. Detroit for you.
It's a possibility he'll get life without parole. Never see the outside again. Tell him what happened when they get caught up with that damn drive-by, what they gonna do to him. Yeah. And for a dumbass, unexplainable, unexcusable murder, life.
Jumped off the jet.